avoided. Jen?
Alex, thank you. And here at the Weather Channel, it's our goal to give you the forecast and the information you need to keep you and your family safe. And you need to take precautions against this potentially deadly cold outbreak. Joining us live here in studio is Dr. Sandra Fryhofer, and you're an internist, also an associate professor at the Emory School of Medicine. Dr. Sandra, thanks for joining us. This cold, I mean, it's a dangerous cold. It's cold we haven't felt in decades. Let's talk about who's at risk. Is everyone going to feel it and experience it the same?
Well, the very young and the very old are the most vulnerable. So even a baby who's sleeping in a cold room, watch that baby closely. Also, people that are outdoors for any long length of time, and anyone who's drinking alcohol or using illicit drugs.
All right, they're going to be more susceptible. Bundling up, it's common sense to bundle up, but is it possible to put on too many layers?
Yes, and so if you bundle up, which I do recommend because you can always take something off, but if you didn't take it outside with you, you can't put it back on. If you do start to sweat, go ahead and take off a layer. It's good to wear a synthetic layer first that sort of wicks some moisture away from your skin, because if you do start sweating, you could actually get a little colder. Okay,
that's a good point. Evaporational cooling.
Right.
Let's talk about the flu. We're starting to see many more reports of the flu. In fact, 25 states reporting widespread flu. Do you attribute that to the cold? Is the cold going to help spread it?
Jen, this is flu season, and everyone over 6 months old needs to get flu vaccination every year. People are indoors because it's cold, and flu spreads easily person to person. It's not too late to get vaccinated, so please, if you haven't been vaccinated, go get a flu vaccination. But remember, it takes 2 weeks to build up protective antibodies, so if you are exposed to someone in that 2-week period, you still could get some flu symptoms. The flu vaccine is not 100%, so even if you get vaccinated, if you get sick, call your doctor. You might need some antiviral therapy.
All right, that's good advice. Let's also talk about injuries. Snow-related injuries, ice-related injuries. What do we have to worry about?
Well, one of the major things is falls. You don't want to fall, so be very careful. There's black ice. You fall and break your hip, it's not a good thing. The other thing, shoveling snow, sends more than 11,000 people to the emergency room each year. The back is usually what's injured, and it's usually men. I guess they do most of the shoveling. But kids can get hurt too. A lot of times they play with the shovel. Shovels are not toys. Be very careful with them. And if you have heart problems, be careful. When you're out in the cold, it's very hard on your heart. It increases your blood pressure and increases your heart rate. And heart problems are 4 times more common for people shoveling snow if they're over 55, so be careful.
Well, Dr. Sandra Fryhofer, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Great advice to keep everyone safe in the cold. We'll be right back.
You're adventurous. You love to get out